Hi everyone, this is your embedded librarian Britney Shawley, and today we are going to be focusing on evaluating sources and choosing a topic. First, we're going to look at evaluating sources using what we call the CRAAP test that was developed at California State University, and then we will look at just how you choose a topic and narrow down your topic, and then in a later video it will teach you how to go further in depth with researching that topic. So we are going to go ahead and get started first with the CRAAP test. Alright everyone, as promised we are going to be talking about the CRAAP test, and it's probably not anything that you have possibly ever heard of before, but it was developed at California State University. What is CRAAP and why does it have two A's? Well, it's an acronym. C stands for currency, R stands for relevance, A stands for authority, the second A stands for accuracy, and the P stands for purpose. Pretty much CRAAP is an acronym for the steps you need to follow when deciding whether or not you want to use something for research. So determining whether or not it's credible and it's going to be valuable to your purpose. Let's start with currency. You need to look at how recent the information is. Look for a date on the article. Look at the top near the title or the author's name, or even at the bottom. Sometimes the URL is even formatted to show you the date. How recently has the item been updated? You can always check that, typically in the bottom corner, and it will show you. You can also try clicking the links on the page. If they are not functional, it's a good indication the site's no longer being updated. But you also need to think about your topic of interest. If it's in medicine or science, things that are growing rapidly, that change all the time, your answer to this question determines how current your sources need to be. But most instructors prefer no more than 5 to 7 years. However, let's say you're doing a presentation on the solar system, and you decide that you want to use an article from 2005. Well, for those of you who remember, Pluto's status as a planet was demoted in 2006, making the information you are using not current. Relevance and reliability. Does the information relate to your topic or answer your question? What kind of information is your author providing? If you see things like "I think" or "in my opinion," those may not be based on facts. Does the author give data, charts, graphs, things for you to look at to back up what they're saying? Things like statistics. Did you find this using a peer review filter in one of the library's databases? You can always check at the end of the article for sources. Typically this is a really good sign, especially if there's a direct link to the source. You can click on this and see if it is a legitimate resource. If it's Joe's blog on growing healthy chickens, it's probably not reliable. Why? Because we don't know who Joe is, and we don't know what kind of chickens that he's growing. Is Joe some kind of chicken expert? Is Joe a chicken farmer? Is Joe a guy who went to the fair last week and bought chickens? We don't know. Next is authority. Look at the title of the site or of the item. Who is the creator? If it's Dr. So-and-so, typically you're in pretty good hands. Is it something you're familiar with? Did you find it in a credible database? Note the library has lots of credible databases that you can be using. Does the author have qualifications like a degree in a particular area, or if it's a web address, does it end with .edu or .gov? Because those are very trustworthy. But anybody, and I mean anybody, can own a .org, a .com, or a .net, so you have to be really careful when you're dealing with those. If it's reputable, especially if it comes out of a database, it'll have some type of abstract or some type of bio on the author. Next is accuracy. Where does the information come from? And fun fact for everybody, information actually doubles every 12 minutes, so this is very, very important to verify the accuracy. Is it supported by evidence? Has the information been reviewed? Can you verify it from your personal knowledge? For example, we went to the moon in such and such a year. Does the language seem biased? Is it very, very emotional? Another big hint is if there are spelling, grammatical, or other typographical errors. So if Joe's blog's on chickens and Joe doesn't know how to spell chickens, again, he's probably not the most credible source that you want to use for your paper on chickens. Next is purpose. Is your author trying to inform you? Are they trying to teach you? Are they trying to entertain you? Are they trying to persuade you? Think exactly about what they're trying to do. If there's a lot of ads on the page, you can be sure the site's relying on ads to make money. If the author's trying to convince you to buy something or get a free trial, the information's probably biased. It's important to make sure the information you are using and reading is reliable. Why? Because fake news in this day and age is so prominent, it's important to practice these steps all the time, not just for scholarly research. If you have trouble, you can always ask a librarian, because that is why we're here. Now we're moving on to selecting your topic. Let's go ahead now and talk about selecting your topic. The ability to develop a good research topic is an important skill. An instructor may assign you a specific topic, but most often instructors require you to select something of your own interest. When deciding on a topic, there's a few things that you will need to do. You're going to need to brainstorm for ideas, read general background information, so do basic, generic background research. Make sure you keep it manageable. Once you start doing that basic background research, sometimes you get too many ideas, and then you're all over the place. What you need to do next is make a list of keywords related to your topic that you can use for future research. And be sure that you are being flexible. Don't be so focused on one topic that you overlook good points of another topic or the other side of your topic. And of course, then you're going to define your topic as a focused research question, and we are going to look at this very, very soon. Let's go ahead and talk for a few minutes about brainstorming your topic and just determining your topic. So, selecting a good topic is not easy. It has to be narrow enough, it has to be focused enough to be interesting, it has to be broad enough for you to be able to find adequate information. Before selecting your topic, you should know what your final project should look like. So your class or your instructor will require a different format or style for each project. So you always want to make sure you check with them first and know where you're going before you try getting there. When you're brainstorming, look for what interests you. Ask yourself, do I have a strong opinion about something that is currently going on? So a current social controversy, a current political controversy. Did you see a news story that piqued your interest? Did you see something that made you angry? Did you see something that made you anxious? Do you have a personal issue or problem or specific interest that you would like to know more about? That's always a good starting point for research, because the more passionate you are about your topic, the better research you're going to be because you're invested. Do you have a research paper due for a class this semester? That's a good reason to learn how to do proper research. And is there an aspect of class that you're interested in learning more about? After you get to that point, you need to read some basic background information. So, scan journal or newspaper articles on your topic, ask a librarian for help. They can help you browse articles on your topics of interest. Could even do a basic web search, a basic NC Live search. Always, always, always try a database like NC Live and type in your topic for more ideas. We also have videos for navigating NC Live if you want a closer look. Keep it manageable. Manage it by geographical area, or by culture, or by time frame, or by discipline, or even by population group. You don't want to say, I'm doing a research paper on all the trucks in America. You're going to get tons and tons of results. Maybe I'm looking at all of the trucks or all of the truck drivers in North Carolina. Or I'm looking at a specific interest that I have within a specific culture, or within a specific discipline, or population group. Keep in mind that if your topic is locally confined, so if you say I'm going to look at all the truck drivers in Johnston County, or in Smithfield, or in Clayton, that's going to be too confined. You could also pick a topic that's too recent, or too broad interdisciplinary-wise, which means that you're going to get overwhelmed with information. Or you could pick a topic that's too popular, such as legalization of marijuana or abortion. It's cliche, it's been done, there might just be too much information for you to sift through. Make a list of keywords as you do your background information research, and then be flexible. So for a 1 to 2 page paper, I suggest 2 to 3 magazine articles, or newspaper articles, or 2 to 3 credible websites. For a 3 to 5 page paper, I would suggest 4 to 8 items, including books. At least 3 or 4 of those should be scholarly, and or a popular article, and then you can use reputable websites. For an annotated bibliography, I recommend at least 6 up to 15 items including books, scholarly articles, and other items. And for a 10 to 15 page research paper, I recommend 12 to 20 items including books, scholarly and peer-reviewed articles, websites, newspapers, and other articles. You will then define your topic and as a research-focused question, and that will be next in developing your search strategy, and you can view that for more information. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful to you. Go ahead and complete any associated activities that you have for this, and I will see you next time.